Hey Roxanne, here's your instructional video for your new program. It's going to start with your warm-up, so that starts with some arm crosses here. Nice and big, just starting up by giving yourself little hugs. 30 seconds for each of these moves. Warming up through the shoulders here. And then we're going to go into those Frankenstein marches, opposite arm, opposite leg. Warming up through your hip flexors, still through your shoulders, starting to think about your breathing, and then heading into your opposite toe touch, taking your feet a little wider, keeping a soft bend through the knees, and coming across to touch the opposite foot. Warming up here through your hamstrings and your lower back, nice and easy. And then quarter squats. Going into that little squat here, try to aim for the middle and squeeze your glutes on the way up. Beautiful. And then your last warm-up move, jumping jacks. So you know what those look like. Landing nice and light on your feet. Breathing, really getting that blood flowing, getting all warmed up for the work to come. And then you're going to repeat all of that one more time. Remember, 30 seconds each move. And then circuit one, you're going into your squat to side kick combination. So just how it sounds, squatting and then kicking to the side. This is a great move for your balance, so keeping your core nice and tight, 12 each side. And then you can take a break before you go to the other side if you want, or you can do 24 altogether. I'll leave that up to you. Next, we're going into your skater. So this is where you're stepping behind and kind of giving me a little jump in the middle. When you're ready, you can come down to an opposite toe touch, keeping that head and chest up and really working through the legs. The last move of this circuit, balancing front kick, back kick. So finding that balance, soft bend in the supporting knee here, extending, and then tilting forward to extend through the back. Remember, as slow as you can go. If you need to hold that wall at first, that's okay, but try not to let the wall fully support you. You can also tap your foot down in between to regain that balance. And you're going to do 30 seconds one side, 30 seconds the other. Then you can repeat that whole circuit 2 or 3 times before you move on to your arm circuit. And here you're going to start with inchworm. So this is where you're coming down through your squat, walking yourself out to your plank, wrist right over shoulders, belly button pulled in, glutes squeezed, and then taking it all the way back up to the top. One more time, walking it out into your plank, and then all the way back up. Slowly bringing yourself down to the ground for your IYT raises. So this is just where you're on your belly. It'll be easier for you to see me this way anyway. You're on your belly, and all that's moving is your arms. You're gently pulling them up and down, and then taking them out to a Y, raising, deep breath in, exhale, coming out to your T, breath in, exhale, then taking it all the way back up to your I, working your way all the way through the sequence. And that's right here, if you're gonna be able to see me here. That's just on your belly, like so. Keeping your head down, looking at the ground the whole time. And then your last move, crab kicks. Coming into this position here with your hands behind you. Soft bend through your elbows, raising your hips up, and then kicking one leg out. And then the other, working through the back of the shoulders here and the upper back. Also getting a little bit more of a workout through your quads and your glutes. That's the last move of this circuit. You're going to repeat that again 2 or 3 times depending on your time and how much intensity you want. And then we're going to go into the third circuit here, starting with a modified side plank. So coming onto your arm and then lifting your bottom hip up, pulling your belly button in, squeezing your glutes to protect your lower back, holding it for 30 seconds, and repeating the same thing on the other side. And then coming into your planks here. So bringing yourself all the way down, pulling that belly button in toward the spine, and raising yourself up, squeezing your abs and your glutes, and then letting it down after 10 seconds, repeating that 2 more times. And then you're going to come into your hip raises here for the last move, lying on your back with your feet coming in toward your bum and raising and lowering your hips, keeping your knees in alignment here, really squeezing those glutes as you bring it up to the top. Again, repeating that 2 or 3 times, and then you get to head into your stretch. So let me just adjust so you can see me. And we're going to start with that lying T stretch. So that's just where your arms are out wide. You're bringing your knees in toward your chest, gently letting them fall to one side, looking away from the knees, stretching out through your back here and your side. Breathing nice and deeply, repeating on the other side, and then going into your 4-point glute stretch. Maybe it's easier to see this way. Crossing your foot over, pulling in behind your thigh here, flexing your toes so that they're coming back toward your knee, just protecting your knee that way. Holding for 20 seconds each side. Moving into your child's pose. So with your knees together or apart, you're going to just reach forward, stretching out the back of the shoulders and the upper back. You can do a thread through here, stretching out through the front of the shoulders. 20 seconds each side. Coming up into your cat and cow, where you're arching your back and breathing out. Breathing in to extend. Going through this flow a couple times, nice and slowly, working at any kinks in that lower back. And then last screen adjustment here, we're going to go into a forward fold. So coming into a forward fold, reaching toward one foot, 20 seconds, 20 seconds other side, and then coming toward the middle. Rolling yourself all the way up, grabbing onto a foot, and stretching out the quad. If you want to grab onto something for support, no worries. And then switching to the other side, moving into a chest opener next. So just clasping your hands, gently pulling down, opening up through the chest. And then going into a wall push, so finding a wall, bending that front knee, pushing the back heel down toward the ground, feeling it in the back of the lower leg there. 20 seconds each side. And then if you want to do a neck stretch, you can also do that, just bringing your head down toward one shoulder, maybe gently pressing the opposite hand down. Doing the same thing on the other side, just rolling it out. And then I always like to end off by shaking it all out, letting it all go, let out any tension you're still holding on to, and that's your whole workout. If you have any questions, let me know. You're going to be great, and I'm so excited for you.